Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video, and this is the layout this month where I really wanted to challenge myself to use some of the more difficult things, shall I say, in this kit. You guys know it's really hard for me to do these multicolored layouts that have more than 3 colors, so I really wanted to just dedicate a page to really try to use a lot of these elements. There's this really cool paint swatch element that came in this kit that I just felt like I had to figure out how to use this month. So that was my starting point. I'm going to have that be a band across the bottom of this layout. And then I thought that matched really well with this multicolor speech bubble branding strip from another page. So that's going to be running across the top. I really like that. It kind of pulls that rainbow into the top and bottom of the page. I also had a pocket card with all those different colored labels, and I decided I was just going to use them all on this page. So I'm trying to layer up the colors over where they would be on the paint swatch, and I'm popping all of those up on some foam so that there's some dimension, and I'm planning on kind of using those as journaling spots on this page. I also really wanted to get the girl used up on this layout, so I have her on here with this little everyday life sentiment that I also popped up on some foam. So I'm trying to figure out right away this kind of paint swatch element before I even start touching my photos or the layers around my photos, because I feel like this is an important part of the page and it's too big of an element to be an afterthought. I also cut the multicolor scallop off that little info sheet with all the little preview paper swatches, if you can see that there. I thought that would also be a really cool element to get on here since I'm going all out with the multicolored elements, and I think that scallop looks really cool down there too, and it also happens to follow the rainbow, which worked out really well. So now I'm just going to get the foam onto this little everyday life piece and layer that up, and then I'm pretty happy with this element at the bottom. I'm planning on keeping the branding strip running across the top pretty simple. So now my goal is to work within the narrow space I left there to get some layers behind my photos. So this is documenting my little DIY bathroom renovation that I did. I think it was a year and a half, 2 years ago now, but I'm really trying to pull in some scraps and pull in these colors to complement the rainbow swatches I already have on this page. I really want there to be a pop of that color within each layer around here. So getting lots of scraps used up, which I like. I just glued both these photos together and I'm adding both of them in white, and now I'm just trying to figure out how to do my mats with these scraps because none of these scraps are really big enough to do the mats that I want. So you see this yellow piece I cut into 2 bits so I could kind of cheat and make it look bigger than it is. Then that kind of reddish tone, the poppy color, is going to be a horizontal band that will help fill in that gap of the yellow piece. So it's all working together. Another big thing I really wanted to get on this page are a lot of the florals. There's a lot of florals in this collection, which is why I picked it for this floral theme of April for How to Kill Kit with Style. And then I feel like I did terrible on actually using the flowers on the pages this month. So I really wanted to get these main florals that came in the collection all on this page. So I have those 2 smaller ones framing the photos and that bigger cluster on the bottom behind that little girl die cut, which I really like. And now I'm just going to beef out my layers a little bit more. I'm really trying not to run into the paint swatch element. So I'm trying to tweak these layers so that they fill up the space without making it look too crowded. This layout to me, it looks crazy by the end just because there's so much going on and there's so much color and I'm just not used to working that way, but it was really fun and I used a ton of scraps, so I was happy, and I used a lot of the elements I was worried I wouldn't get used up this month, so it was satisfying in that way too. And then since I kind of left a larger chunk of that green along the bottom, I thought it would be a good spot for my title, so I went in with these white foam alphabets. I thought I was just going to title it Reno because I didn't think I had too much space for a longer title. But actually, after I put those letters down, I realized I can actually spell out renovation within that space just fine. But I want to figure out a couple other layers before I commit to sticking the title down. So I was kind of looking at the layers I had and realized I was missing a pink, and I felt like I really needed a pink in the photo layers if I was going to commit to using all these colors. But that was nice because it allowed me to use up a pocket card. So I got 2 pocket cards used up on this page, which is good because I always have pocket cards left over. So I'm cheating that as well to make it look like a longer piece. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue all of these layers down. I pretty much got all the colors accounted for. I have the blue in the background, and then I have my green, yellow, poppy, and pink layers. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm trying to figure out my clusters now. I really wanted to add more, but it was just not working. I decided to just stick with these flowers. There's so much going on with the colors and the layers that I felt like I needed to keep the embellishment to a minimum. So I'm really just going to stick to these flowers, and they do have some foam dimension as well, so that makes them pop up a little more. This is where I'm going to go back and add the rest of the letters to fill out the word renovation. And these are just the before and after pictures of my bathroom. I love it so much. I actually did film this. If you didn't see it when I posted it, I guess I'll link it in the description, but I did film my little DIY bathroom project if you guys want to watch. But now I have that down. I think I got the back behind all those layers. I'm not sure. We're getting towards the end of the month, so I'm not sure how much I'm trying to save at this point. But I still think I do got a chunk of that navy, if I'm not mistaken. But now I'm committing. I'm getting all these flower elements down. I got my title down. And I was kind of thinking about my finishing touch and what I wanted to do. And I kind of felt like anything would get lost because there's so much going on. But I did have those 3 white brads left over that came in the book plate packet. So I will end up getting those on here too. But I did get this chunk of the blue plaid, and now I will go ahead and back that in my black filler paper and get these layers glued down. So I think we're getting there. I'm just going to use my Nuvo glue to glue those down. I just didn't feel like using my double-sided tape. I feel like the liquid glue's been my preferred method to get that down, and really secures everything. So there is that. Now all my layers are down. I'm trying to think if I go in with my brads or my journaling next. I decided for my journaling, since it's titled Renovation, you can see in the pictures what we did, but I needed to make those journaling areas on the bottom functional. So I decided just to label the different things that we switched out or updated. So I'm going to go ahead and get the 3 brads on here. I really like what those fellows look. Excuse me. And I'm going to go in with just a blue pen to kind of match the background and just kind of write down everything we added to this bathroom. So changed the paint, updated the shelves, updated the mirror, changed out the sink. And now there's some lovely plants in there, which I just love because I feel like it makes it such a little zen, peaceful little area. And I absolutely love the bathroom now. But here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.